so next up on the list of things to do is this mountain bike. I mean, literally everything I know about it is on the frame. It's Carter Team Memphis, and it used to have Deore DX components on it. It's made by Townsend Cycles, and that is pretty much everything I know. Don't know the year, and everything else. There's not much info on it on the interwebs, but the thing that I had in mind for it was to build a 1x retro mountain bike. So I could shop around for a load of different parts for it, get a single speed chainring up front, get a cassette at the back, get the derailleurs, the brakes, etc, etc. But what I actually did, what I actually came across was this. So instead of buying all the parts new, what I'm going to do is take apart this bike. It hasn't cost me much at all, cost me £15 off eBay. Just randomly saw it one day and decided to bid on it. And yeah, £15. It's got 26-inch wheels with some RockShox Judy J2 shocks. I'm not going to put them on straight away, I think, because I want to service them. I've never serviced a pair of shocks before, so I want to service them before I put them on the bike. It's got a set of Avid V-brakes. Apparently they're better than cantilever brakes, and they bolt straight onto the bosses, which I've got on the bike already, so they will go straight on there. Importantly, it's got a 1 1/8 inch headset and stem. So for now, before I put these shocks on, I can just use an adapter to use the stem and the handlebars that are already on the bike. And then when I've serviced the shocks, I can just upgrade the headset to a threadless and stick the shocks on. Shifter wise, it's a 1x8. It's just a grip shift at the moment, SRAM up on the handlebars, but all this is going to go. I'm not going to use a grip shift. I've got a brand new trigger shifter to put on, which is Shimano. Down at the bottom we've got the single speed chain ring, Truvative, so it's not really going to be an expensive one. Ow. But we've got some, what are these pedals? We've actually got some Diamondback pedals, alloy cages. Oh, can't see that. There we go. So you can see we've got some cage pedals. They are going to be some shin killers. And the last piece of the puzzle is the Shimano Deore Derailleur. Looks dirty, looks working. I don't know, we'll see. Going to clean the chain up and keep it so I don't have to change the cassette. So I'm going to clean up the chain, clean up the cassette, because it all should be meshed together already. If I change the chain for a new one, it won't work with that old cassette. If I change the cassette, I'll have to change the chain. I haven't got the money to do that at the moment. So, let's get stripping. Okay, so the Zoner bike's all stripped down now, got all the parts off it. This is the cleaned up frame for the Carter. I've gone over it with lots of T-cut, polished it all up, and it's come out quite nice. Seat post already in there with an old charged saddle. But what you might notice as well is I actually had a little clean up. I've got all the parts over the desk to put on, but all my tools are kind of organised now. Check that out. I've still got another board to put up, but hey, we're getting there. Anyway, so we're gonna plan of attack now is fit the bottom bracket. Got a new one of those. Fit the cranks. I'll fit the back end first because it's the simplest end, and then spin it round, and we will do the front. I think I'm actually going to put the forks on for now, the suspension. And then I'll service them at a later date. But for now we'll get the back assembled, starting with the bottom bracket, and then go to the front whenever. Okay, back end's all assembled. I have just had to move the bottom bracket across a little bit. It came with the original one on the Saracen was 118mm, which was a 73mm bottom bracket with spaces to fit a 68mm shell. This is a 68mm shell, and stupidly I just went ahead and ordered a 118mm axle designed for a 68mm shell. So in theory it was 5mm longer. So when I put it in, if I went into the low ring, as in closest to the frame, it actually pulled the chain off because the chain ring was sticking too far out, the chain line was off. So I've just taken out the 2.5mm spacer that it came with, which has pulled this side in 2.5mm, and it seems to be okay. Of course this means the other side is sticking out more, but it's alright for now. I'll have to order a 113mm axle for a 68mm shell to solve that. But the front end, what we're going to do, this is a 1 1/8 inch headset, threaded, and these forks here, they are a 1 1/8 inch threadless. So you can see the difference here in length, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, cool. So obviously this original set would have a quill stem sitting inside it, and then that would clamp on. This set has, let's just say that goes on there on the front. You would then have a top lock ring, and then the headset which goes on top of there, like that. So we've just got enough length on this tube as it is to fit, which is just pure luck, pure coincidence. You can measure it all out. Obviously you've just got to know your head tube length, the stack height of the headset that you're going to use, plus obviously the height of your stem. So I'm going to take this one out, take this old threaded one out, press in the cups for the threadless, and then get all that attached. Okay, so where are we at? Everything's basically together now, as you can see. I've just got to put the cables on, so yeah, just gonna run the outer cables first. This is a triple top tube design, but obviously we're not running a front derailleur, so we're not going to be using all of those. I don't know why it's not focusing. There you go, so you've got triple top tube design. So I'm going to run some cables along those, see what colour I've got. I don't know if I go white or black. Probably black. Yeah. Cable there, cables to there, and then we can run them all and plumb it, and that is that. I just check all the bolts and everything, and we'll be good to go. Et voila, done. Yeah, looks good, don't it? Really like the colour on this bike, the green. Really like that green. So yeah, picked up a frame, the Carter Team Memphis. It's only £5 for the frame, and then I picked up a donor bike, which the drivetrain, the wheels, the forks, headset, stem, handlebars and brake levers came off, and that only cost me £15. In fact, I think the most expensive part of this bike are the old tyres. I've put some retro tyres on it, some old muddy foxes, which they're a little bit scabby around the sides, but they look good on this build. So I decided to put the forks on, just to get them out of the way. I can always service them when they're on the bike, which I plan to do later on anyway. If the cars go past. But it's been a nice little build. It's got a fairly big range on the back, so the 1x should work quite well. It's 38 in the front, and I think we've also got a 34 biggest on the back. So yeah, should have enough range there to climb. We'll soon see. Tyres are quite skinny anyway. Really? It gets dark so quick now. I've run out of light. So I've just rode over here. Rode over to my hilltop spot. I can't even tell if that's focused because I haven't got my glasses on. Just to have a little test ride and to, I guess, showcase the bike. It worked quite well, the 1x. I had it in the lowest gear coming up that hill, and it worked fine. But yeah, let's have a little closer look round, and just in case that little montage didn't show you properly. So at the back here we've got the 8-speed Cassette. It's I think 14 to 34, so it's fairly good gearing for a 1x. I would maybe like a little bit more on the back, just so I've got a bit of a lower gear, but I could always change the front ring to a smaller one. That would be an option. And we've got the Deore, I think it's like a mega range derailleur there. That's the original chain on it as well, from the old bike, which I checked the wear and it's still good. We've got, obviously, very dirty now, some Avid brakes, V brakes on there. They have got some, oh, what were they now? Velo orange. I put some Velo orange pads in there to try and make them a bit better, and currently it's on some Muddy Fox tyres, some actual retro tyres, which I think I said before, they're a little bit scabby around the sidewalls, but they're a nice fit to this bike, and yeah, they work quite well. And then, well, woo, you can see the Tange mountain bike tubing that we got on this bike. I don't think the tubing's really that special because it's made by Townsend. The bike originally, oh, side front my light. So you see we've got the Truvative crankset on there with some Diamondback pedals. 38, I think it is, on the front there. It's got a new bottom bracket. As I said, I went for 118mm, I should have gone for 113mm, taking into account the different sizes in the shells from bike to bike, or different sizes in the bottom brackets. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I can change that chainring out for a smaller one, as and when. Shouldn't be a problem, just to get a bit of a lower range on it. Saddle wise, saddle, I just stuck my old Charge saddle on there, so you can see it's obviously worn, but those saddles are so comfy to me that I love them. A bit of top tube routing for the brakes, handlebars and stem. So we got a Tioga stem which came on the bike. Got some new grips, and we've got a new shifter. So it's a new 8-speed shifter on there. Brand new Shimano to match the Deore derailleur. It's probably just an Altus shifter, but it works. It's exactly what I need. And then we go down to the last thing really. We've got the Carter head badge there. in case you want to see that. And we go down to the shocks, which are RockShox J2. I'm not sure how well they're working. They didn't seem to be working too good on this ride up, so we will see about that. I definitely need to service them. They've got no lockout on them whatsoever, which is annoying. So when you're riding on road, you can't just lock it off and save the energy. But I'll see if I can find a service kit and I'll service these shocks. But there we go. One retro, one by mountain bike build, and I'm just sitting up here now. Sitting up here now waiting for the sunrise. There you go, because the sunrise is just over there, so you can see how pretty it is. So this is why you should get out on your bike in the morning. Look at that view over there. Okay, anyway, guys, thanks for watching this build. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button, always appreciated. I'm going to take this bike out and have a little spin on it. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'm not sure if I've got any more mountain bikes coming up soon, but I've definitely got a lot more builds planned, as you can see by my winter update video. So stick around. Again, thanks for watching. I'll stop waffling. Bye.